You are now watching another BadKidCast with Killer Keemstar and Only Use Me Bleed.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Surprise! Only Use Me Bleed.
And this is the BadKidCast. This is episode 47, I believe.
47.
And I love you guys. So much fucking support from BKS. Love the fans. You can listen to this audio cast on YouTube, on iTunes, or Android. The app is Spreaker. Although some people don't like that app.
Yeah, there's been lots of negative feedback on this
Spreaker
app.
Something about, like, if you get lost or where you're listening to it, you can't fast forward. I don't know what the issue is, but the thing is the way we publish the podcast, it goes on multiple apps. So just start searching your phone, whatever you have, Android or, iPad's easy iPhones are easy. Apple's easy. Jesus. Apple is easy because it's on that purple app known as Podcasts. So it's simple to find.
I'm starting to notice that all my electronics are becoming Appled out.
Dude, you can't do that.
Why
you can't do that.
What?
Because Apple is shit.
Apple's not shit, though.
It is shit.
Apple is not shit. Now, here's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, okay? A lot of people think that the whole PC Apple is this big, like, almost like a console war type of situation. What people fail to realize is that Apple and PC can coincide in this world. They do. Apple has its strengths. PC has its strengths. There's not one system that's better.
Let me explain to you what the problem is. All right?
Okay.
The problem is this. Apple sucks. That's the problem.
Why do you say that?
It's because it's like one of those things that I don't even have to explain. PC products are so much better.
No.
They are.
No.
They are.
No.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love the iPhone.
Okay.
I think the iPhone is a keeper.
Okay.
But if we're talking about an actual computer, it's the PC all day, every day.
It depends on what you use it for. That's what it is. It depends on what you use it for.
Let me explain to you what has happened in the Apple market and why Steve Jobs is a genius, right? Everybody has, PCs, right? Everyone, for the most part, is using PCs. That is the whole world. Everyone's there. Almost every single door and possibility is open to you on a PC. Now, Steve Jobs comes along and he's like, look, we need to sell our products somehow. We got to figure this out. I got an idea. Let's make it look trendy. Let's make it look sexy. And they're selling these PCs for like $300 each. Let's just charge $500 and people will understand that our product is better. Because one, it looks cooler, and for two, it's more expensive. Right?
Okay, I understand that's your thought.
That's exactly
but
what
you're
it is.
wrong, though. You're wrong, though.
That's exactly what it is. Dude, Apple is so shitty that hackers don't even want to fuck with it. Because they're just, no one's over there. Who is over there? A bunch of, like, hipsters?
No, it's not hipsters. Like, okay, the benefit of an Apple computer, okay? I have a Mac Pro, okay?
Okay.
Now, I didn't originally buy it. I ended up with it and ended up buying it from you.
It was mine, yeah.
Yeah. And you had got it for the Bad Kid podcast, whatever version.
Yeah, I bought this like $4,000 Apple computer, right? Mm-hmm. $4,000 Apple computer. I'm talking about the desktop that has all the steroids put in, right? Have this thing custom made by Apple.
It is a 12-core processor, okay? And what that means is that a lot of things are dual core, quad core, whatever. It's dual 6-core. So there's 12 cores of processing power. The thing is basically like having a V12 engine. That's the best way I can describe it, okay?
It's people that know computers know that what we're talking about. Like, I don't know anything about computers, but just this is what I did. When I purchased it, we went to the Apple website and we added every feature we could possibly put in the thing and bought it. We got it as high as factory it would allow us to go.
Now, there was another route you could have gone, but that would have been like $13,000.
Yeah, was there?
Yeah, there was another route that you could have gone, would have been $13,000, and there wouldn't have been any benefit to do that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's basically like like when you look at like the model ranges, like we basically got like an insane computer, and then this other one is the shit that they make Pixar movies
All right,
with.
and the reason why we purchased this computer, right?
This beast.
The
of a
whole
computer.
purpose was to edit and render videos. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That was its whole purpose, right? We put the thing in. We go to render an hour video. Guess how long it took? Like 7 hours.
All right, so basically, what's going on? I'll do.
I'm pissed because I could be at home right now and this fucking thing would render out in 20 minutes.
I understand that, but here's the thing: the quality of the Mac is a lot higher. Now, as far as getting the render time, now hear me out. As far as getting the render times and all that kind of stuff, what we were using what's called Final Cut Pro 7. Okay, Final Cut Pro 7 is awesome. The thing is that it's older. So we were literally using an older program on this brand new computer. Now, Final Cut X is made for a new age computer. It's able to use all the horsepower. It's able to render in real time.
Oh yeah, and how much faster is it?
It's you can render out videos faster than the actual length of the video.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. It actually uses all 12 cores of that processor. Like when they look at the
So if you have a 10-minute video, you can render it in under 10 minutes.
Yes.
Believe.
With moderate editing, you can like, let's say you have a little bit of editing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now what Scott was doing with his edits, like I've seen it firsthand. When Scott would edit, he would edit the fuck out of it. It would be amazing. Little things that you don't even think about, but it makes the video better.
Yeah.
When you watch the old Bad Kid podcast stuff and you watch the video, it was like art. To me, it was like art.
It was like a movie.
It was like a movie. And that was the reason why people asked me, why did you move out here? That was the reason why I moved out here. We're not going to dwell on it. Anyways, when we first were starting to work with it, we were using an old program. Mm-hmm. Now, if you use the current day program, it's fucking lightning fast. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The editing capabilities on the Mac are fantastic. And the reliability and the...
Why don't we just do real shows again? Fuck it, dude. We need to do real shows. I'm fucking sick of it, dude. You know what? You know me. I cannot stand losing. Mm-hmm. Like, if there's something I want to win at, I want to win at it. And it's the BadKidCast that we fucking plan to do. I just can't. I'm angry. Let's do it. Let's find a cameraman and fucking do this shit. I'm sick of it. Dude, we're supposed to climb a fucking mountain. We never climbed the goddamn mountain. There's so much shit we could be doing other than sitting down in this fucking basement studio doing the audio thing. And I love the audio thing, and you love the audio thing. I get it, fans. But listen, dude, we were doing something so much better. When you just said what you said, I just started contemplating and actually thinking about the product that we were producing, and it was a fucking TV show. What the fuck is wrong with us?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, I can't disagree with you. Like, people ask me all the time, why'd you move out here? That's the reason. It's because we were making something fucking amazing. It wasn't because I wanted to fucking come and kick it with Keem, you know, and do audio podcasts.
Well, thanks.
You know what I mean? Like, do, like, audio podcasts, you know, at his house. That wasn't the point. Like, we could have just stayed on Skype. I would have stayed in Seattle and done it. But, like, that's the reason why I fucking took that leap of faith, was because the shit was so fucking good.
You know what sucks now is we actually have been talking about adding guests onto this show, which is something that you guys have asked for, too. Like, why don't you get a couple... And actually, it's way more better when we bring a guest on, in my personal opinion.
We can throw ideas off of them.
But there's other people out there that think like our conversations is what's money, and they don't want to ruin it. But anyhow, the reason why we haven't done that is because the audio quality on Skype is nothing like what you're listening to right now.
And also, this is a note out to any commentators out there. If you're afraid that if you were to be a guest on the show, that we're somehow going to like team up on you and attack you, then nothing's further from the truth.
Why? Who said that?
No one says that. I'm just throwing out ideas of why people might not want to be a guest on the show.
People do want to be a guest on the show.
Okay. All right.
Like, people have been asking me to come on the show. I'm like, right now we're doing it this way.
Yeah.
Why? Dude, something had to have happened that you're not telling me.
No, I'm just... Okay, I'll give a good example.
Oh, drama alert.
Well, okay, remember when iFly was the whole drama with iFly, you know, like a year ago, right? I remember we had him in the Skype conversation, like a Skype call before the show, and we're trying to convince him to come on the show. And he felt that if he were to come on the show, he would be cornered.
But here's the problem with that. You forgot about the backstory. Remember I made the deal with Raw Instinct that I would stick up for Raw Instinct for a
Yeah, I
shout
don't know
out?
why you're bringing that up, but okay, yeah.
But I'm just saying, I did. I'm fucking guilty.
But I'm
busted.
The reason why I'm saying this is because if someone was a commentator, if someone was a person that would be willing to go on a show, right? And a mutual benefit. They need to be entertaining. I think that someone who's established would be more entertaining just because we know that they're entertaining. Like, it's tougher if they're like a new act with 3 subs.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't know if they're going to be entertaining.
So what are we doing? Are we putting people on the show?
I think we should.
It's going to be the quality. The audio quality is going to drop.
I mean, you know what? We could do a thing where we have the person record their audio and send it to us, and we mix it rather than try to do it over Skype.
Oh, dude, that would be hell. You gonna edit it?
I'll edit it.
No, you won't.
Well, it's not that hard to sync up audio.
It's a fucking hour.
So what? It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes or 3 hours. You take it in the program, you line it up, and you snap it together.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because what he's going to say is going to be recorded on the thing.
Yeah.
But then here's the problem. You're going to have some echo.
Why would we have echo? If everyone's using headphones, why would we have echo? That's the whole purpose of everyone using headphones.
Oh, now I see how you're fucking doing it.
Yeah. So the same way that we're doing it right here, okay? We have our headphones on. We talking to the mic. The person that we're talking to on the other end is on Skype, and we can hear them. You know, that's how we have the conversation. They record their audio. We record ours.
That would actually work.
And I fucking line it up. That's it.
That would work.
That would be perfect because that way you'd have the good quality because whoever we're talking to on the other end is probably going to have a good mic because they're a commentator or a YouTuber anyway.
Right.
And so we use Skype to listen, but we don't use it to record.
That's fucking brilliant. How come I have not thought of that? How come you have just thought of that right now?
I don't know. I just have good ideas.
What the fuck?
I always have good ideas.
That was brilliant. That is what we need to do.
Yeah.
That would actually work out perfect.
Yeah. Who are some people that you would like to have on the show?
Yeah, let us know.
No. I'm asking. Okay, the viewers absolutely, but like, who would you like to have on the show? Like, who would your dream #1 guest of this version of the BadKidCast be?
I want you to put 2 answers in the comments. The first one would be, who would be your dream guest to be on the BadKidCast show, right? Mm-hmm. The second one would be, who's the person that said that they would never come on the show that made Blade say that?
No,
there was someone.
There's no. I literally told you the reason. I told you the reason.
Smell drama alert.
It's not. Shut up. The reason why I said that is because of like a year ago when we had a guest, the iFly, during a hot time. He was the talk of the town, and he didn't want to come on the show because he thought he'd be cornered. Let me finish that thought from earlier, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because if you're a YouTuber and you think, oh man, if I go on there, I might get eaten alive by Keem Blade. That's not the case. Me and him disagree on shit more than not.
Yeah.
Very, very seldom do we agree on shit.
There's
and that's what makes the show work.
We don't agree on fucking anything.
Hardly anything. And half the time, I don't know if you... It's tough, though, because it's better when we do the in real life podcast, and I do the podcast next to you, because I can make sure that I can look in your eyes and see if you're bullshitting, if you're trying to troll me, you're just trying to get. And sometimes I don't know, like the whole Biggie Pac thing. I thought you were just trying to get a rise out of me.
Fuck up. I wasn't.
Okay.
You know Biggie.
So any commentator, I know this is probably like a 1% thing, but any commentator out there that is possibly worried about coming on the show, thinking that we're going to gang up on you, that's not the case.
Dude, I'm telling you, someone said something.
I told you the iFly, Illinois, and also iFly. Goddammit. Here's the thing: if you have a hard to pronounce name, don't be offended when people don't pronounce your name.
The whole world calls you iFly. Everyone calls you iFly. Like I know that we called you iFly first because we didn't understand your name when you first came out with the Raw Instinct thing.
Yeah.
We just started calling him iFly, and then it just seemed like everyone was. You know? Like no one cares about the last name. And here's the other thing, iFly. I got a message for you.
I was not trying to bash on iFly, but go for it.
I have a message for him. I talk to iFly.
Okay.
I talk to iFly. I do from time to time.
How do those combos go?
Just little text messages, like, things that might happen or whatever.
I mean, come on. It's not like, did you watch that game? Oh, my God.
Oh, not like that. No, I'm talking like a text message, like, once every 3 months. Like, it's not.
Oh, good talk. Good talk.
It's not like. It's not like.
Well, I'm just trying to get the level of I talk to this person.
Okay, so recently it was like 10 text messages, I guess, in a month because there was a situation going on.
That's like getting one tweet from a Barack Obama and be like, I talk to the president all the time.
No, I don't. I'm not like, who would be like, oh, I'm iFly's best friend. Like, who would fucking say that? Like, I'm not, it's definitely not going that route. I'm just saying I talk to him from time to time. But listen, I wouldn't, he said something to me privately, and I'm actually going to speak public about it because it already went public.
Okay. All right.
So, he was telling me that
I'm not the level of exposure police, so go ahead.
He was telling me that he's really upset with the FAG robot.
Okay.
Do you know this story?
I do not.
Okay.
But this is public, though, right?
This is public.
All right.
And Woody has talked about this on PKA. A bunch of people have talked about this, right? Robot. All right.
If you tell us about something that happened on PKA, give a timestamp. I hate when people say, "Hey, Blade, you were on." They talk about you PKA. I'm like, it's fucking 4 hours long. Give me a fucking timestamp.
Yo, speaking about 4 hours long, you know what someone said, and I was like, the money whore in me just jumped through the fucking screen, right? Someone goes, you should put like a donation thing up, right? You know how everyone always screams that they want this show longer.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, you should put a certain donation and a goal, and if the BKS raises that donation, then you have to do a 4-hour show. And I'm just like, I could do a 4-hour show. I don't really want to do a 4-hour show, but what kind of goal are we setting here?
Yeah. All right. Talking about donations, I got to talk about this.
Oh,
Okay.
well, no, let me finish my story real quick.
Go for it. Bam.
About the iFly situation.
Okay.
All right. So, anyhow, Robot, right, is my friend in the FAG trolling group, started everything. Legends upon legends. Robot is the first robot voice ever on the Xbox 360, superstar, but he went away and he went to the Air Force.
Okay.
So he doesn't do YouTube anymore. All right. Now, while all this shit was going down with iFly, right, where he was caught masturbating or whatever, Robot was like, dude, I gotta tell him this, dude. And so he like narked on him.
Yeah.
And Robot's the reason he got kicked out of the Air Force. Okay? Yeah. So, he's mad at Robot. And like Woody's been saying, oh, that was wrong to ruin iFly's life. Like some people are coming out against Robot. Like, wow, why would you do that to someone's life? Here's something I gotta say in defense of Robot, all right?
Okay.
Imagine if you went to the fucking armed forces, right? And you fucking worked your ass off and you said this vow to protect the country and act a certain way and be a certain way, right? And you're fucking risking your life for that shit, right? That's what Robot did. Apparently that's what iFly did, right?
Okay.
Robot was like, fuck no, is a fucking superior person of me in the Air Force going to act this way when we all took the pledge? Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? So it's not really him just being a narc. It's like more, in my opinion, it's him having respect for the fucking military.
I disagree.
Robot just has a shit ton of respect for the fucking
What?
Air Force.
Now, okay,
this dude's fucking masturbating on the fucking thing, making a clown of him? Making a clown of everybody in the Air Force?
There could be arguments to say that during that time, I know that you're always, like, if you're in the Air Force, you're always in the Air Force, but there's arguments to say that during that time, he's not representing the Air Force just because he's masturbating online. And also, I'm not really cool with Robot fucking writing letters or making calls or whatever, fucking being the final straw to the reason why this person has a ruined career and a ruined life. Okay? Obviously, he made this iFly dude made decisions. Here's the thing. Let's say I made some bad decisions. I've made tons of bad decisions in my life, right? Obviously, I gotta own up to them, okay? But the person that feels like they're the more fucking morality police and they feel that what you're doing is wrong, in your own free time.
Yeah, but this was different. Listen, let's say you fucked up, you did something right, and somebody went and fucking tattled on you, and you got kicked off of fucking YouTube or something like that, right?
Yeah, I would not be happy with that person.
Yeah, that motherfucker like doesn't have a rhyme or reason to do that, right? What I'm saying, the difference in this situation is Robot was in the fucking Air Force. I wonder how many other people in the Air Force would have done the same thing. Like, motherfucker, you're going up there and you're saying, I swear to this shit, I'll put my life in the line. Now you got a motherfucker that breaks his fucking deal with the Air Force that's out there fucking doing porn or whatever, right? And you got to think this motherfucker.
So I got a question. Can a person cannot be an adult actor if they're in the Air Force?
Let me ask you one more question real quick before we get to yours. All
okay.
right. Let's say that you're in the Air Force. Mm-hmm. All right. Or we're in the Army, whatever the fuck it is. We're in a military branch, right?
Okay.
And we got to abide by these fucking rules. We all got guns in our hand, right? Mm-hmm. And I see you outside of fucking doing what we're doing, like breaking all kinds of laws. Motherfucker, this dude's got a gun. Like, what if this dude's a killer? He doesn't give a fuck about the fucking Air Force. He's breaking all the rules. This motherfucker can kill me.
Well, it's kind of along the same idea of like if there's a dirty cop, right? Like, let's say
if there's a dirty cop, does it ruin the whole department? Yeah. So if there's a fucking dude out there masturbating, does it insult the whole Air Force?
But here's the thing. That's exactly my point. How does that insult the Air Force?
You wouldn't be insulted by that.
If I was in the Air Force and another dude in my bunker masturbated online, I wouldn't give a fuck. It's don't ask, don't tell kind of policy. That's the way I look at it.
It makes your shit look bad.
How does it make the shit look bad?
Makes the Air Force look bad.
Is people in fucking America going, man, the Air Force was really cool, but iFly really put a black mark on it? Who's saying that? And that's when you keep YouTube and real life separate. That's why. It's because YouTube, as much as we get involved in it, YouTube in real life has to be separate. It has to be.
I don't know, dude. I'm thinking if I put my life in the line and, like, I've said all these vows and shit, like, I don't want motherfuckers out there breaking the rules.
Who the fuck cares? He fucking masturbated on camera. He masturbated on camera.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about the rules.
Where does it say you can't masturbate on camera?
Yo, listen, when you're in the military, there is fucking hardcore rules. You got to follow by that shit.
All right. If there was rules and he broke them, that sucks. But the fact that fucking Robot went out of his way, inconvenienced his day.
He's sitting there, Robot's sitting at his computer, and he's like looking at this shit, and he's like, oh, fuck no. You're not getting the fucking Air Force acting like that. Like, I can see how someone would feel like that.
I know, but you're taking stuff on YouTube on the internet and bringing it into his real life. That dude, his career and his marriage is fucking over. You know how fucked up that is?
But who did that?
Imagine if you had a career as a lawyer, right? Like, let's say you went through the whole process. Like, the Air Force isn't something where you take a fucking summer class and all of a sudden you're in the Air Force.
All right, so let me get this straight. You feel sorry for iFly?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
That because of something that a person did on the internet didn't hurt anybody. He did not hurt anybody, okay? He didn't hurt anybody. Somehow it fucking got leaked, and someone went and told his superiors.
What do you mean got leaked? Like, this dude had 70,000 fucking followers. Like, he thought
he didn't tweet out his fucking news. He just happened to be.
It doesn't matter. You go on the fucking internet, someone is gonna fucking see you eventually or find you eventually. Dude, think about it. What are the type of people that listen to your show or subscribe to your channel? Teenage boys, correct?
Yeah.
This is a fucking porn site. This is Chatterbait. Like, what the fuck? What do teenage boys do on the fucking internet? They look at porn all day.
I just don't.
It makes.
I don't see the whole purpose of fucking.
I guarantee that was the very first time that iFly ever did that, and he got caught on the first time. I guarantee it. There's no way he did that shit more than twice.
It's a victimless crime. The only victim here is iFly, in my personal opinion. Because his fucking career and his fucking marriage is over.
Yeah, that was the consequences for doing something so stupid. If you were with a girl, right? And you just got married, all right? And your parents and her parents are sitting there at a wedding and stuff, right? Oh, yeah, and I'm going to be an airplane pilot, and I'm going to be, I'm a great catch for your daughter, right? Yeah. And then it gets out that you're freaking masturbating in front of people online, that you're technically a porn star? That's being a porn star. This girl just married this dude, and now her husband's a fucking porn star? Yeah, fucking divorce is coming. How do you feel sorry for iFly? Look at the shame.
Because there's a difference between the fucking internet and real life. That's why.
Then let me ask you another question.
Go for it.
Let me ask you another question, all right? Let's say you get married. Let's put you in the iFly spot, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you get married, your brand new wife. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, you find out that this bitch is on Chatterbait, like freaking all this stuff, and your parents and stuff find out about it.
Why would my parents find out about it?
Because it just goes viral. It gets out there, dude.
The iFly thing didn't go viral. That's the thing. The iFly thing went viral in our community of COD gamers. That's not the same thing as going fucking viral. No one's sharing iFly whacking off on Facebook.
Let me ask you a question, okay? Let's say that the iFly situation never got to his wife. Wife never knew about it. Family never knew about it. Okay. Right? Nobody called them. Nobody even called the Air Force. Let's say none of that happened, right? You know how you would know that iFly did this? Because the minute iFly, everyone knew that he made videos online, right? That he was a commentator, right?
Yeah.
The minute they go to Google and they type iFly or whatever, they're going to find pictures of him masturbating. They're going to see YouTube videos of him masturbating. That shit's going to happen. There's no way around it. Because it's gotten so popular just in this community that anyone that searches his name is going to find that shit, right? So let's put you back in the situation, Blade. All right? You find out, you just got married, love of your life, whatever. You find out that your wife is a porn star and that she's going on Chatterbait getting a couple extra dollars, right? Then it gets out there, right? And your family knows that you have, a channel or whatever. And, they're just going to look you up and whatever. I'm going to look up, see, this is my son. He does this on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And they see their new daughter-in-law doing porn, right? You're not getting a divorce? How do you explain that? How the fuck do you explain that?
What needs to happen is we need to fix the Google algorithms of how searches come up.
I'm just saying,
obviously,
if you like iFly and you want to watch his videos, I get it. But if you are supporting iFly because you feel sorry for him, you're stupid.
I don't support iFly. I don't watch any of his videos.
I'm just saying, I don't feel sorry for the guy. The dude got what should have came in that situation. I don't think any lease.
I don't think that a ruined career and a failed marriage is proper punishment for whacking off.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
But if you did it, would your wife divorce you? Let's say you had a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean?
No. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. Okay, the scenario. I have a wife, and she caught me fucking masturbating. She caught me masturbating on camera.
She's divorcing you. She's
I think we can talk it out. I mean,
no, I don't think so.
Why can't we talk it out?
Okay. Listen.
I'm not banging dudes. I'm not banging broads. I'm just fucking whacking off, and people want
Her parents know about it now.
That's where the issue is. That's where the issue is.
So you're saying, all right, look, iFly, if you want to go masturbate in cam, it's fine. It's not your fault, dude.
It's not like he linked his Twitter to the fucking Chatterbait.
All right.
I'm going live on Chatterbait. That's not what happened.
All right. You're saying, iFly, look, it's okay if you go and masturbate on Chatterbait, all right? It doesn't matter what you do. You're not to blame here. You're good. Just do what you do. Make that money, masturbate, get those dollar.
I think that
out.
one is...
Wait.
Okay.
Let me finish the statement. And now you're saying that to him, and now to everyone else, you're like, look, iFly's masturbating over here. Don't go talking about it. You're wrong to talk about it. You're wrong for this person that is an entertainer that's made himself, nobody forced him to do this, made him go on the internet and make videos and gain popularity, right? This person that's put himself out there has now done this, and you know about it, but don't tell anyone, don't talk about it. That's what you're saying. It's their fault.
I'm saying
you can't say it's the community's fault. It's this motherfucker's fault. He's the one that masturbated on fucking Chatterbait.
I just don't like how the community would bring what happens in the community outside the community to normal folk.
That's like saying I don't like that the sky's blue.
How's that the same thing?
Because something like that, people are going to spread the word no matter what.
I think it's shitty. Now, here's the thing. Because he did this thing, as far as we know, there was only one incident of him doing this, right? Because if he had done it multiple times, there's probably some dude out there that would have saved it. Okay?
Yeah.
So he did it one time. It's a black mark. He's never going to live that down in the COD community. I am just not a huge fan of it going outside the COD community. That's all. But he has to deal with it.
I'm not saying people need to hate him either. That's not what I'm saying either, though. I'm just saying that I don't understand why anyone would feel sorry for him.
I feel sorry for the situation. It's a shitty situation. I just think it's a shitty situation. Dude whacked off on camera one time.
I'm just thinking,
There's worse things you could have done.
At this point, dude, I'm fucking running around in circles. But just let me finish it up with this, right?
Okay.
if he were to never do it, right? If anyone were to never do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you thought before you did that, like, what are the repercussions of me doing this? What could possibly happen? Like, within seconds, you have to figure out that your whole life could be ruined because of that. Because you're doing porn.
Yeah.
Like, that's a logical thing. So why are we feeling sorry for a dude that was like, I'm just going to do porn? What did he decide to be a porn star?
I feel sorry for the situation. There you go.
That's it. We'll be back after this. And we are back. The last time we did a BCast episode, we filmed it, and then the very next day, something went away.
All right. So here's how it worked out, right? I live in a house. I have a roommate, Scott K. Martin, and the landlords actually live in the bottom half, and we live in the upper half, completely separate, you know? And so in the driveway, we play a lot of moving cars around, you know? Like, if I want to leave and Scott's behind me, he has to back his car out, I back my car out, blah, 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 right? Well, a situation where we were going to go to get some food, I backed my car out and I parked it on the street for the first time ever.
On the street?
On the streets. On these hard streets of Cheektowaga. And didn't think anything of it because normally I would pull my car back in, but Scott was leaving and I got in his car, we went out, we got food, came back, didn't grab my car, didn't park it back in the driveway. Well, the next morning, I wake up, and in order for my day to go right, you know what I need?
What do you need?
I need a Tim Hortons coffee in my life.
So you go outside.
I go outside, go to my car. As I go to my car, I notice that my trunk is open. I'm like, what the fuck?
Trunk is open.
Then I look in my car, and my deck, my touchscreen deck, had been ripped out of my car.
Ripped out.
The glove compartment was open, and
Opened.
my iPod was taken.
iPod gone.
I felt violated.
He was raped.
I was car raped. I really was. It's a shitty feeling, bro. It's a really shitty feeling.
Yo, but listen, all right, and this is what is the most amazing thing that has ever happened to, like, not this, you know, exact thing, but I'm saying when stuff like this happens to us YouTubers, what you're about to tell everyone.
Let me
That is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, so I look at the trunk, and my subs and amps are gone. Now, nothing else in the car was taken. I called my insurance company. They say they don't cover it because I got basic insurance. I know if I were to call the police, then they're not going to find the shit. I just had to take it as a loss. So now I'm driving around with nothing in my dash. It's just big old cavity. It's like I'm missing a front tooth or something, okay? So
You make a video.
I make a video, not a pity me video, nothing like that. It was just a video to capture how I felt at that moment, which was shitty.
Yep.
Okay? Upload it, made some tweets about it or whatever, and people were giving condolences. They're like, dude, that's really shitty, that sucks. Well, one person out there, and his name is, it's very hard to pronounce. It's Yolts, YOLTS 01. Yolts 01. Okay?
On YouTube, we'll put a link to his Twitter in the description.
Link in his Twitter and his YouTube. He contacted me, and he actually contacted me about doing promotion for the BadKidCast.
Which we haven't. You know what?
What?
We had a lady named Jamie who was like the BKS manager who set up all the sponsors.
Vegas Jamie.
And now we have a new guy who doesn't. I don't know. Andrew, no, I like you, but what the hell? What are you doing?
we haven't really had as many sponsorships for the show. We don't really make any money.
You don't
off the
love
show.
us anymore.
So he contacts me and is like, hey, man, pick out a deck on Amazon and I'll get it for you. And I'm like, dude, I can't accept that. I can't. I just it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? I couldn't accept it.
Yeah.
But he kept on harassing me. He's like, no, dude, you've been giving me, this is exactly what he said. He goes, you've been giving me great commentaries that have got me through some tough times for the last 3 years. I think this is the least that I can do for you.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying when I was interrupting the story. When something like that happens, that is the greatest, because a lot of times we get caught up in what we're doing, right? We got to hurry up, we got to get this video together, and we don't actually acknowledge or accept how much we're really entertaining someone.
Yeah.
We always take that for granted because it's us. You know, we don't think so, you know, as highly about us as like some of our fans do. You know, they think, you know, we're like stars or something, you know, which I don't think we're a star.
Yeah.
Stars or anything like
It's
that.
kind of like the guy that ran into me when we were at the mall.
Yeah, he was like freaked out.
He was freaked out, and I was like, "Hey, very nice to meet you." Shook his hand, talked to him for a minute, and then that was that, you know. Because I'm just a normal dude. So
the thing is like when you get that acknowledgement that like the things that you're putting out there that people love it, but love it so much that they're like willing to do something like that for you, it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. So he actually picked out a deck for me on Amazon. I put it on my wish list, and he bought it for me.
That is fucking...
So sometime this week, a replacement deck will go into my car.
Yeah, you got to go to his Twitter and just be like, "Yo, thanks for hooking Blade up." You know?
Yeah, and I didn't ask him of that. I'm not expecting that of anybody, but I thought it was fucking cool. I thought that was amazing. You know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when shitty things happen, just more shitty things just happen. But for something like that to happen, and for someone to reach out, and he pretty much had to convince me to buy the deck. I was like, dude, I didn't feel right taking it. I don't know how old the person is, but he was willing to do it, and he did it.
I've got letters. Like, the person didn't give me anything, but the person like wrote me a letter, and they're like, "Dude, you don't understand. Like, my parents are assholes. Like, my mom's an alcoholic, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
My freaking, you know, I get bullied at school. Like, your trolling videos is the only thing that got me through, like, some of the hardest times." I was like, fucking, that's...
One thing
you're making me fucking melt here. Stop.
One thing I'll never be able to wrap my head around, it's kind of like a really good movie that you go, dude, that was awesome, but I know I didn't catch the whole grasp of it. Someone actually wrote me about a year ago saying that I did a Sunday Chill commentary, and he literally was on the verge of suicide before the commentary, and afterwards he decided not to, and now he's actually doing better than ever.
That is amazing. I know you told me that off air. That's
and
I
I think it's going to be years before I fully grasp that's amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Though I'm telling you, everything has changed. Everything has really, really changed. What the fuck am I talking about? Everything has changed. What the fuck?
I don't know. I think it's kind of...
I just went into an I'm not listening, paying attention, fucking brain fart auto
kind of like
response.
I know it sounds cheesy, but it's kind of like a Hallmark moment because people in this world do shitty things to people all the time. Shitty things. And, like, as you grow older, you realize that you kind of have to be a little bit more cutthroat, you know? And you don't have to be super cutthroat, but you kind of have to, in order to succeed, you have to... Just shitty things happen to shitty people. And usually it just keeps on going. But when someone tries to reverse that or do something good, like push off good karma on the world, I think it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's fucking awesome, so...
But a lot of times it's just stupid.
What?
I'm just saying, a lot of times it's just stupid.
Like
all right, let me explain to you something, right? Let's say...
Well, let me tell you something, Shay.
Let me tell you something, Shay. All right, now, some of these, like, what are they called? Actors and actresses, right? Mm-hmm. You know, they're always, like, heading over to Africa or third world nations, and they're, like, throwing money at them. Oh, here's $1 million, you know, have water for a week or have food for this or whatever, right?
Yeah. I heard a really fucked up joke. But
that shit is so fucking dumb to me. It pisses me off because it's like, look, what those people need, right, in third world nations is they need capitalism. They can take care of themselves. They're a human being. That's what we do. We have brains. We think. We've learned how to, like, you know, use tools. And we have adapted to this earth better than any other, like, creature there is. Literally, there's nothing we can't do. We can fly. We can drive. We can go underwater. We can do stuff that no other creature on this earth can do, right? So everyone is capable to feed themselves.
Yeah.
They are, right?
But I don't think we need to harp on fucking Matt Damon because he wants to make sure that Africans have water for a month.
But they need capitalism. Why doesn't Matt Damon go there and open a fruit stand?
Where are you going to get the fucking fruit from?
He's going to import it in and sell it for, like, you know, practically nothing. You can't give people stuff. You have to get them on currency so that where they figure out how to make
It's
money
like
and then how to feed themselves.
It's like the idea of like if you teach someone how to fish, they're fed for a lifetime. But if you give them a fish,
so that backwards. If you give them a fish, they have a fish. But if you teach them how to fish, they could fish for a lifetime. Is what you meant to say, right?
Yeah, fish for a day. Yeah, teach them.
Stop it! Give it up. It's over. It's a wrap. It's done. It's been butchered, and we're turning it into sausages, and we're selling it for 99 cents each.
You want to hear this really fucked up joke I heard?
What?
This is really fucked up. So.
Oh my God! Did I say about the 9? Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm in interrupt mode,
Hell
man.
yeah, you are.
Go.
So there is a new fundraiser to try to get mosquito nets in Africa, because every year over 40 million mosquitoes die from AIDS.
That is so wrong.
Isn't that fucked up?
That is just so wrong.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's funny though. You gotta admit that's fucking funny.
Oh my God!
Did I kill it right there?
So no, I was going to tell this other joke on 9/11. So we just had 9/11 recently. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is it, the 15th, 16th?
Probably like a week ago or something like that.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like 4 or 5 days ago, right? So I see this tweet on Twitter, and it was like, I'm really sad. One of my parents actually died on 9/11. Mm-hmm. And then it followed up with, yeah, my dad was flying the plane.
Oh my God.
And I'm sorry, but I just I lost it. It was hysterical. It was like, you're not supposed to laugh at that, but you got to.
I did a commentary about it.
It's just funny.
I did a commentary about it, and I uploaded it late at night, so a lot less people saw it than usual. But I kind of talk about that. I talk about fucked up jokes. I talk about, how if a joke is so good, it will transcend everything,
Right.
So, I don't know. That's fucking hilarious, though. GTA 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5. So today, I was like talking about getting Grand Theft Auto 5, right? And I was like, I don't know. I was like kind of in the air. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like play it or not. Oh, that's what I'm worried about. I'm going to get it and probably not going to play it. And Blade's like, and I make a comment. I'm like, I got so many fucking games that I don't play. And you were like, dude, trade them in.
Yeah.
Just trade them in. You can probably get an Xbox One for free. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, why do I have a collection of games? I'm not the type of hoarding person. I hate hoarding.
Yeah.
Right? Like, my girlfriend goes to every garage sale so she can have another coffee pot. Like, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend are complete opposites when it's gathering stuff, right? But when I look at my video game collection, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What is the purpose of this? It's just collecting dust. So I finally came to the conclusion that, look, I really don't need this stuff. I'm going to take all these games, and I'm going to take them back, right? And I took a ton back. I took probably, I don't know.
And you also took some, like, peripherals as well.
Peripherals, what's that?
Like accessories.
Oh, yeah, accessories. So I take everything back, and it totals up to be $314. And we're sitting there, and I'm like, there's like over $1,000 worth of merchandise here, like way over 1,000. Like, this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, you felt kind of ripped off a little bit.
Felt kind of ripped off, but anyhow, we go through the motions, and we order.
It was long.
I was there for 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, they're so thorough, but their thoroughness is annoying.
Yeah. And he's going through that. Part of this was an Xbox, which I only got $35 for.
$35 for an Xbox. Sweet deal.
For an Xbox 360, it was worth $40. It would have been worth $50, but it didn't have a controller with it.
So they took the cost of the controller off of it,
which
and
was
that's
$15.
That's what you're left with. So $35 for a fucking Xbox that pretty much looked untouched. It looked untouched. It looked like a floor model. Like, come on.
It was a 4 gig. It was a 4 gig, so it wasn't a big gig, but whatever. So then he's like checking this thing out, and he's like, oh, there's some type of code or something we got to check on this thing. And I'm like, oh my God. I start thinking about it. I'm like, that Xbox that I'm turning in is fucking banned. That's like a banned Xbox that I'm turning in right now. I'm like, fuck. Like, I've taken banned Xboxes back to the store, and they never like plug them in to see internet. Now this Xbox that I took in today, they already did the search on it. They know everything works fine, and he has to do a second test of something.
Yeah.
And we can't figure out what it is, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, dude, he's going to be like, this is banned, and I'm going to feel like an idiot, like, trying to sell him a banned Xbox. Well, it turned out it was something completely fucking different he was checking for, which I still don't understand.
Yeah.
Do you understand what he was talking about?
No, I don't understand. Oh, this is what he was checking for. Okay, so apparently there were some Xboxes that got released for, like, deals. For, like, $100 or some shit like that, right? And the deal was that you get this Xbox for $100, but in order to have it, you need to have Xbox Gold for 2 years. So people would get it and then cancel their fucking membership after, like, cancel the credit card so it wouldn't recharge. And so because of that, if you tried to use that Xbox later on, it just wouldn't work.
It just didn't
That's
work.
why they were testing it for this really weird, obscure situation of anything
Right.
that happened. So let me explain my situation. I was kind of fucking pissed about it, and this is the only reason why I went down to the store with you.
So I didn't even get enough money to get an Xbox One, but I did secure Grand Theft Auto 5, $80 edition, bonus content. What is your situation, Blake?
All right, so back in July, I took a bunch of... I had gone on like a little spree where I bought all these Nintendo games for this Nintendo system, and it sucked. It didn't have fun with it. So I was like, I don't... Horrible. Like, I don't know why I loved this shit when I was younger. I just didn't have a good time, right? So I took this and some other games I just never played and traded them all in, right? Got a bunch of store credit, right? So now I have all the store credit, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what am I going to use it on? Well, Grand Theft Auto 5's coming out in a couple months at the time of me doing this. I'm like, bam, let me get Grand Theft Auto 5. Let me just pay for all that right now. Bam. All right, cool. And then let me get some Microsoft points, and then let me get some bullshit, and then he gave me a voucher for the rest of it, right? Now, I had spent so much time at this fucking store and so much time talking to this manager dude, and he was all friendly, and he's fucking telling stories, and like... I know it sounds weird, but we kind of half-ass weirdo bonded for a second there. And so at the end...
Yeah, it does sound weird.
Yeah. So at the end of this whole transaction, I'm like, there's no fucking possible way...
That this dude is going to forget me.
That this dude's going to fucking forget me.
Yeah.
We just spent so much time together from him
In fact,
fucking...
before we even went there, Blade's like, I gotta talk to the manager about something, but it's cool. And like the reason why you're saying that is because you knew that you had to talk to him.
I figured I would, yeah, because I got a phone call saying, "Hey, Grand Theft Auto 5's coming out tonight. You still owe $30 on it."
And you were like,
let me just go deal with the manager. I know the guy.
I'll deal with the guy that I fucking know. He'll take care of it. Everything's gonna be fine.
I get there. He has no idea who the fuck I am. He has no idea about the whole transaction. And I go, dude, you looked me in the eyes after an hour of talking to me and said that I was all paid up on Grand Theft Auto 5. Why do all of a sudden do I owe you $30? What is this? And looks at the receipt, and on the receipt it shows that I owe money. But it's like, at the time of this thing happening, though, we arranged it so that I can just get Grand Theft Auto 5 without giving you a fucking dime.
Yeah.
And so we argued forever about it while he's like checking in a fucking small library of video games, the history of video games, well, of Keem.
Why? Oh, yeah.
And so then it basically got to the point I was like, dude, fuck, man, I don't... Okay. I brought in some other games that I never played. I didn't play Tomb Raider. I didn't play some other... Doom, whatever. And applied that towards the total. I was like, fuck it, let's just do it.
I'm mad because we got Doom because we were going to play Doom. And we never played it.
We got Lara Croft because we were going to play Lara Croft.
And we never played it.
Yeah. I'm a Call of Duty Grand Theft Auto guy, man.
That's weird because a console is all about one game. You play one game on a console. That's it. On a PC, you play multiple games.
Yeah, I mean, no, you play multiple games on consoles too.
No, you don't. Who does?
It's not even a preference on the console, it's a preference of the software.
When I say multiple, I don't mean like 1, 2, or even 3. When I'm saying multiple, it's like there is no need when you have a console to have more than 5 games, right? Because you're not going to be playing them. You're not going to play 5 different games.
It depends on people's playing habits, though, bro. We can't dictate. You and I like to crack out to games. You know what I mean? Like, I like to crack out to games, and so I might only buy four games a year. You know what I mean? Actually, I think I probably only bought about 4 games this year.
Why? Every game that you buy, right? In today's day and age, almost every single game that you buy, right? If you want to beat the game, so if you're talking about an online game where you can't really beat it, like, so beating the game would be technically like ranking up.
Yeah, ranking up, yeah.
Highing up to the highest prestige or something like that, right? Every game that you were to get, you don't buy books to just read a little bit, first chapter, and then just set it back on the shelf. You don't get a movie to watch the first 5 seconds of it and then put it back on the shelf. You buy a game to play the fucking game, the full game. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
Games are so long and so lengthy, nobody has enough time in the world to get more than 4 games a year.
Yeah.
Like, it's impossible.
When they were doing the reviews of Grand Theft Auto 5, they were saying that this is based off of about the first 30 hours of me playing. I'm like, the first 30 hours? That's a fucking lot.
What is based off of it?
Well, they're saying like they're judging the game based off of playing it for 30 hours, i.e., you know, you can't take a game like Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty and play it for 5 minutes and give a review on it. You literally have to like play through the whole game. You have to play through the whole game. So
you're talking about the media.
Yeah, the media.
The media wanted to give a review, but they can only give a review. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, but this dude the dude at the fucking place was just I don't know.
Yeah, it was a bad feeling today at the Oogie Games. I didn't get what my games were worth. He didn't give me the right price. I should have you know what I should have done? I should have said screw it. I'm like already missing the shit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even worth selling it to him. Whatever. They wouldn't let me pre-order the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So what was the point of that? Apparently, I don't know if that's going to be an issue. Because what this guy told me, and again, I don't know if he's telling me the truth, but he told me that nobody can like take pre-orders because nobody knows.
But he was saying that from an independent fucking video game store. Like if you go to a Walmart or a Best Buy, I'm pretty sure that I know Best Buy doesn't do it. Like they're not taking them anymore because I asked.
There's lines at like all the WalMarts and stuff.
Yeah, you can probably pre-order something from Walmart. Who knows? And even if you don't, here's the thing. I know this is crazy from a gamer's point of view, but if you don't get the Xbox One fucking day one, it's not like you are just going to die.
It's different if you're a YouTuber, though. Look, listen to me, right? If a YouTuber, which is you and me, right, involved in the gaming community, does not have an Xbox One on day one, think about all the people that are thinking about getting an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, and they're going to look for gameplay, and they're going to search for that, right? Mm-hmm. This is no longer a ninja market, right? When these new consoles come out, it is the wild, wild west. The whole thing opens up again, and people need to decide what they're going to be a fan of.
Someone buy me an Xbox One. What's up?
You know what I'm saying?
Hook me up. I don't know, because
It's a fresh start. When Xbox One and PlayStation 4 comes out, it is going to be the wild, wild west. It is a fresh start It's a fresh start for video game people. It's a fresh start for developers.
I will add you and be your friend in real life.
It's a fresh
I'll
start
go to the movies
for
with
YouTubers.
You.
It's a fresh start for everyone. All these channels and people that have like locks on certain types of games and stuff like that. It's the wild, wild west, dude. Things are going to get crazy.
I feel bad because I didn't prioritize making sure that I get it.
You know how like some people literally play Call of Duty because they know Call of Duty gets views? That's the only reason why they play that game, and they don't go to play like Gears of War or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they just follow the views. They do certain games because they know people are going to look at it, right?
Yeah.
It's not their personal preference. All right. When these new consoles come out, there's so many different types of games. It's going to be like we're going to have to see what happens. What is going to be the game that everyone wants to play?
Buy Blade and Xbox One. What's up? Step up. Hit me up. Any of my Seattle peeps, if you know how to get Xbox One cheaper, day one, I don't know, man. Dude, I just haven't budgeted for it, man. Times are tough.
You could upload a video and be like, somebody stole my Xbox One. I had it a week early.
I wouldn't do that. That's so cheesy. That's so cheesy, man.
No,
I know.
I'm making a joke.
I'm not saying it's cheesy to you. I'm just saying that whole situation is cheesy when people do some shit like that.
I was just making a joke towards the stereo.
Yeah. Some people were asking me, like, why didn't I call the police or whatever? Oh, also, another update on the stereo thing. The company, my security system, my $1,100 security system, The company contacted me on Twitter, and I'm talking to them tomorrow to see what we can do about the situation.
Why did you put them on blast?
I didn't put them on blast, but I contacted them on Twitter, and I didn't do what you do with a little space. Hey, you at this company. But I said, hey, I just had about $3,000 worth of stereo equipment stolen from my car, and your alarm didn't even chirp. So what's up? Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. I'm not trying to put them on blast. I'm not, don't spam them.
But what are you going to talk to them about?
I'm going to talk to them about the fact that their security alarm didn't go off, and there are cases when people have security systems and they don't work, that they sue the security system company, and then they pay them out. Like, I'm supposed to still have my equipment in my car because I spent $1,100 on a security system. Since that thing did not work, that shit's faulty. So it's on them to fucking replace it.
Then why the fuck would anyone ever make locks if that was the case? I would never be a lock company.
Why?
Because I'm going to sell locks and things are going to get broken into and I'm going to get sued? Like, it's my fault?
Well, no,
I'm not making locks.
If you make good locks, your locks work 99.99% of the time.
Yeah, but what? Dude, I don't know.
What do you mean you're not going to make a lock? So you think that it's security? Here's the thing.
You're dealing with fucking criminals, right? I'm not going to go and make a security thing when I know that some way, somehow, my shit's going to get broken into.
Yeah. Also, can I give a tip that is so common sense to me and everyone else, but a lot of you youngsters don't know this? If you ever get a sound system put in at a car audio shop, don't give them your address, okay? Do not give them your address.
Why? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, like let's say you go to like one of these family-owned fucking sound system place, right?
Right.
And you spend a bunch of money and you get your subs and you get your fucking secure and you even spend like $1,000 on a security system, right?
Right.
Here's the thing: if you put your address there, the fucking dude that works there has complete access to where you live, and not only does he know where you live, he installed the fucking security system. It's very easy for him to go there, unlock the shit, and take your stuff. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to cry about it, and then you're going to go back to that same place, and they'll probably end up selling you your same shit back. That's just like now if you do it from like Circuit City, they had an influx of that. They had employees stealing. Their Circuit City's out of business, so it doesn't matter. But like that was on the news, like. So just a tip, when you buy car audio stuff, don't bump in your neighborhood. I don't bump in my neighborhood. Realize that if you do show off, more than likely people will take your shit. And also, don't give out your fucking information when you have the shit installed.
I have a way better method to avoid all this. Why the fuck do you have a booming stereo in your goddamn car?
Because I like music.
No, you can love music. You don't need a booming stereo. A booming steroid never made any sense to me. It's like, man, this shit's way too loud. Wow, I'm driving around with shit that's way too loud.
My shit wasn't way too loud. My shit sounded good.
Dude, the factory stuff that they put in factory cars is fucking perfect. Like, what's wrong with it?
I like the rich sound of an aftermarket stereo, though.
You like the boom, 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 look at me, my car shit.
No, that's not the case at all.
Everybody buys that shit.
No, well, that's not why I bought the shit.
Well, because your speaker was way overpowered.
I mean, it was,
yeah, exactly. What's the purpose?
What do you mean, what's the purpose? I like bass. If you go to a fucking movie, you want to watch a movie in just like a really quiet, just nice stock movie theater? Do you want to go to the THX shit?
Don't take any.
You want to go to the THX shit?
Don't take any offense to this term douchebag. Don't take any offense to this term douchebag, but every douchebag that goes and puts like these systems in their cars just so they can hear it boom, boom, boom. It's ridiculous. Well,
here's the thing.
Like,
here's
why?
the thing. Here's the thing.
You look like a douchebag to the rest of the world that understands that that's too loud and you are not even enjoying that music.
Okay, about 40% of the budget for my car stereo stuff that I did, right, was for the product called Dynamat and the installation of it, okay? I literally made my car, like everything except for the fucking rearview mirror, was Dynamated.
Oh, okay.
Now, that product is awesome because it doesn't rattle, okay? It doesn't rattle on the inside.
So wait. You're pausing me. You're going into this big, long story to diffuse the one issue of my statement about the rattling?
No, not about the rattling.
Okay.
This isn't about the rattling. Now, the Dynamat the purpose of it is to get rid of rattling, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is if I never did the Dynamat, my system would be a lot louder to the outside world. It would sound like shit on the inside, but it would be a lot louder to the outside world.
Blade, I've been in your car when you had the stereo and you've turned that shit up, and I'm like, what is the purpose of this?
What do you mean, what is the purpose of it?
What the fuck is the purpose? Like, there's no...
When you go to a nightclub, do you want someone with a fucking AM/FM shower radio playing music, or do you want some fucking some shit
When
that
you go
hits?
when you go to a nightclub, do you want to stand directly in front of the speaker? Welcome to a fucking, like, car. Like, that's how close you are to the motherfucking speaker. The speaker is right there. You can touch the fucking speaker. When I go to a club, usually you have to fucking go, like, to the back so you can even, like, scream so someone can hear you. Imagine just standing in front of the fucking speaker and driving around.
My new deck, there's a feature on it that you might like, okay? It literally, when I read this, I'm like, Keem would fucking love this, right? And they kept on fucking pushing it in all the different versions of it, right?
All right.
It's this thing where you can tell it how long you want to play a song. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 90 seconds, a minute or whatever, right? It'll start playing songs about a minute in. It'll play the song, and then there'll be like a DJ transition into the next song.
Yeah.
So you don't have to listen to whole complete songs, and it's like a fucking club vibe in your car.
That would be great. I would love that.
That's what the new deck has.
When I got my system put in, when I say I got my system put in, I'm not talking about like giant speakers, guys. I'm talking about just the faceplate. Like, that's all I need, right? Because I had rear view backup, but my fucking camera broke, so it doesn't work anymore. And it has navigation. It has, different controllers or whatever. Yeah. But, like, when I had that, like, installed, what the fuck was I saying? I forgot my whole point of the story.
Okay.
I just got completely lost. What is that?
11:44.
Oh, shit. We got to go pick up the grant. Did we just do 2 hours?
I think we did.
Holy fuck. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Bad Kid Cast. We're going to get that Grand Theft Auto 5.
Go say thank you to that awesome dude, Yostel01. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but link is in the description. Tell him Blade says thank you. He already knows I said thank you, but I want to show him more love. So
if the Bad Kid Cast really is the greatest, like you keep saying it is, put a fucking like on it. Put some love on it. Peace and... Kazam!